Hey guys, Mr. Cycler here. So thanks for helping so much on Family Tech Night. I want to show you guys what you guys will be helping with so that you are informed and aware on what you will be helping with. So you guys are going to be circulating around the room as a lot of screens are open to Robot C rules, and parents, their job is to try and modify the code over here to make sure that it is correct. So you'll instruct them that they are to read the instructions off over here to the left and to try and then get the code changed so that when you hit compile program it says success. So you guys will then be able to tell them, well, if they are stuck, try changing the capitalization. T, once it's blue and it's colorified, that means that the code's being recognized. Once it's blue again, it's recognized, you hit compile, it's still wrong. The reason is because over here you need to have curly braces, and right now we have parentheses. So change it, curly brace, hit enter to make it go to the other line, and delete the parentheses, compile, and they've done it correctly. So then if they finish challenge 1, tell them to click here, go to challenge number 2, and then their job is to read the instructions again and fix the code over here. So in this case, it's saying that it's not between lines 2 and 5. In other words, the curly brace is over here. So if people get stuck, inform them to read. If they really get stuck, you can help them see that there's many ways to solve this. You can either copy and paste this, put this on line 2, delete this. Now that it's between the curly braces, compile program will work. Or what you could have done is you could have simply moved the curly brace to be afterwards, and that would work too. So multiple ways, still says great. Then they move on to the next one. Capitalization. This one's telling you about certain colorization, about how it colorizes words. In terms of this, it's currently black. Black means it's not recognized. Once you have the proper capitalization, in this case a lowercase m, it will turn it into the blue colorized, and it will then understand. Compile program. Great. Moving on. Punctuation, part 1 over here. You need semicolons after each command. Over here, if we notice, there are no semicolons. So we need a semicolon, we need a semicolon, we need a semicolon. That's what it says over here. Compile program. Next, moving on. Remember, they are always welcome to use hints if they need. You can tell them to use the hints. Try not to give them the answer. Let them struggle just like you guys did. But if they're really stuck and getting frustrated, you can give them some supports. Also, if they don't understand what's going on because it's in English, you can let them know that they can use Google Translate, or they can use you guys to help them translate what they need to be doing. Next, moving on, we have punctuation, step 5. So modify the code below so the commands knows we need to wait for 3,000 milliseconds. So you read the instructions over here, and then they're going to then modify the code so that they are going to be waiting 3,000 milliseconds over here. They need to put the proper punctuation over here with the parentheses, and then they're going to put that inside over here. And then you hit compile program. It's great. And then moving on again. So next one, white space, is explaining about the purpose of white space, about spaces, tabs, and blank lines over here, and why this white space is happening over here. We want to modify it so we have to correct the white space mistakes that are going on over here. So and so on, you guys are going to continue working over here. You're going to read the fact that between task and task main, you're going to notice over here that this is not correct. You're going to have to put the space over here to make that correct. Do a compile program, that's it. So it's asking you need the correct amount of white space between your different codes. Moving on again, we have step number 7 for the comments. We have task main over here. It's telling us that comments are in green, and these are for you as the programmer. So the green stuff starts with the // Whenever they do // anything you type after that's a comment, and their job is to create a single line comment that describes what you think lines 4 through 6 will cause the robot to do. So you're going to modify this comment and say, the motor in port 2 will move forward at a speed of 50. Now they may not know what this is, but their job is to try and interpret that the motor is going 50 for both ports, and it's going to then wait for 3,000 milliseconds, which is 3 seconds is 3,000 milliseconds. So compile program, moving on, and then the final code over here for comments part 2 is multi-line comments. So basically what it's telling you to do is it wants you to use a multi-line comment using the / in the beginning and then a */ at the end. This is tricky because sometimes you do the wrong one in the beginning. So you have the / in the beginning, and then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it after all the code, And notice that that's not correct because it only wants you to comment out certain things. So we only want stuff within task main. Now we just whited out basically everything, not just what's within task main. So what we want to do is we want only the stuff inside of task main over here. So if we do over here slash with a backward slash is the wrong starter, so make sure it's a / star, and then before the end we're going to do the other one, which is star and then a slash. That way only the stuff inside of task main is whited out. You compile program and it is correct. So that will get them through the first Robot C rules, and then once they have completed Robot C rules over here, they are going to go over to the movement fundamentals. Movement fundamentals, for those of them that get to it, then can see using the clawbots what is going to move. So for example, over here, task main, motor port 127, wait 1 millisecond. We have to modify it so it runs at half power. So right now it's saying it's at full power. Our job is to make it half power, which is going to be 63 over here. Compile program, and we'll have some clawbot set up where after they do this, they can see what would have happened, what 127 power looks like on one clawbot, and on what 63 power looks like on another clawbot. So the idea is once they get this correct, they can go over the clawbot and they can then see what this would look like. So go through and practice movement fundamentals over here so that you guys are familiar with what's going on. Ask me any questions if you don't understand how to do it. But you guys, again, you're not, the people running the show. You can always call me over. You guys are just helping and showcasing. Here's the code, and then here's how this code works for the clawbot, and then this is what you guys used it for. So, yeah, this is what you guys are doing. I appreciate you guys for helping me so much, and let me know if you have any questions.